If you want more success as a sales professional or selling any of your products or services, it's so crucial and important that you learn how to seamlessly bridge and connect your solution to your prospects' needs. Well, in this week's chapter of Sales School, that's exactly what we're going to be covering. In this video, we're going to show you the exact steps that you can take to seamlessly bridge and connect your products and services to the needs of your prospect so that they recognize you as the best solution and the only solution to the problems that they're experiencing. If you would like the entire online training course of Sales School, all you have to do is comment down below this video, Sales School, and I'll send that right to you completely for free. So if you're ready to learn how to seamlessly connect your offer to the needs of your prospect, then grab a pen, a paper, and let's dive into this week's training of Sales School. Whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, investor, or a sales rep, you know that sales is the fastest way to financial freedom and abundance. But if you're anything like most sales professionals, then you've probably struggled in your sales performance from time to time. Well, the truth is, it's not your fault. And there is a solution to help you eliminate those hard days, weeks, or even months that you might be experiencing. Now, you've probably noticed a pattern already, but the professionals in any area of life are the ones who always focus on and master the fundamentals. But here's a scary fact. Surveys show that 70% of everyone who sells for a living describes themselves as social sellers and have never gone through any formal sales training. Now, I'm guessing you don't want to be counted in that 70%, especially if you have plans to do extremely well in your sales career. That's why I want to introduce you to Sales School, the Sales Pros Guide to Sales Fundamentals. Sales School is helping sales beginners and sales experts focus on the fundamentals of sales and human decision making so that they can leave their competition in the dust. Now, if that sounds like a school you'd enroll in, grab a pen and paper, take a seat, and let class begin. Welcome back to Sales School. In this week's chapter, chapter 9, we're going to be discussing how to bridge your solution. Now, once again, this is the fourth step in the fundamental 5-step sales process. Now, specifically, this is what we're going to cover in today's training. First, we're going to discuss what is bridging my solution. Next, we're going to discuss why is bridging my solution important. After that, how do I actually bridge my solution? And then lastly, of course, we're going to invite you to take action on what you learned today by letting you know what you can do next from this training video. So what is bridging my solution? Bridging my solution is the process of logically connecting your prospect's needs to the products and services that you are selling. So as you go through the discovery process in the 5-step sales process, and you discover what your prospects' problems are and what solutions they feel they need, you can then begin connecting those needs to your actual solution. And as you do this, it's going to help them recognize your product, your service, as the solution that they actually need in their life. Now, why is bridging my solution so important? Why even go through this process? Well, once again, we have to look at how human beings make a decision on a psychological level. And from what we know from the EIC model for decision making, once again, the emotion imbued choice model for decision making, we know that human beings are first triggered by an emotion. They are then justifying with logic what to do next and what they should do from that emotional trigger. And then that leads to number 3, which is a decision to move forward or a decision that's going to help them resolve that emotional trigger that they experienced. So without having this logical connecting sequence, what actually happens for your prospects is they get emotionally triggered. They don't see the logical connection between your product or service, and it ends up leaving them in a worse position than before they actually started talking to you. So if you want to leave your prospects in a better position after they speak with you than before they speak with you, what you want to focus on doing is not just helping them get the emotional trigger, but once you've activated that on a psychological level, you then want to help them connect using logic what your product and service actually does and how it can actually help them. And this process that I'm going to show you right here is going to be a foundational framework that you can use to help your prospects connect the dots between what they need and what they're looking for and what you actually offer. So this is the framework of how you actually connect and bridge your solution or service to your prospect's needs in the fourth step of the 5-step sales process. The first thing that you say and the first thing that you start with is repeating back their need. So remember how you mentioned you feel like you need, and you're going to insert whatever their need is here. So whatever they told you through the sales process, you should have been taking notes, whether that was physically or mentally in your brain. You're going to take notes and you're going to repeat that back to them. Remember how you mentioned you feel like you need X. Then what you're going to do is connect that need to what you actually offer. So next you say, well, what I have or what we do to help you with that specifically, make sure that you use that word so they specifically know how you help with that need, is you're going to repeat back to them what feature you offer. So within your product or service, there's a feature that should answer or fulfill the need that your prospect has. And you're going to repeat that back to them. Remember how you mentioned you feel like you need X? Well, what I do, what we do to help you with that specifically is blank. Repeat back what your features is. Now, what that means for you. Now, this is the most important part, because what you're going to do is you're going to give them the inverse of the problems and the pain and the bad emotions that they're currently experiencing. And you're going to flip that on its head to show them how this feature or what you offer is going to benefit them. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat back to them the benefits of that feature specifically. So if we put it all together, what you say is, remember how you mentioned you feel like you need X? Well, what we do to help you with that specifically is your feature. And what that means for you is benefits. And with benefits, once again, you can really take advantage of this framework if you repeat back to them their goals and what they're going to experience emotionally when they are able to achieve those goals. Because once again, human beings make decisions based on an emotional trigger that has been justified by logic to come to a new decision. So that's everything that I wanted to go over in this specific chapter of Sales School. Once again, if you're watching this on social media, all you have to do is comment below this video, Sales School, and I'll send you the link to grab this entire course along with the online tools and resources to help you implement and use this training to your advantage, and I'll send it to you completely for free. If you're watching this in the sales course, then there is a pop quiz and a retention test associated with this specific chapter. So make sure that you take that quiz right below this video before moving on to the next video. Once you finish that quiz, you're all set and ready to move to the next chapter in Sales School.